Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another live trade recap or analysis, I guess. Yesterday we passed one account. I don't think I'm gonna take a trade today, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. London manipulation, New York reversal ideally. We come back down, but will that happen? Who knows? CPI shot price up a lot. Getting a big wick. I'm keeping my eye out for this bundle of low resistance because I think that's Nasdaq swept out none of it. Well, ES swept out none of it as well. So like yeah, these are the highs that we would want ideally, unless you really just want to dump. But like Nasdaq was so close, it would have been amazing to get divergence off that and then just like target these lows. Okay, so all we would have to do for a break of structure to the downside would be close under this low. Let's see if top step is like working. Looks fine. Mark out my draw, the 1 hour draws. Only need $900 to pass another eval, and then I need 1,500 to pass another one. So there is a trade today. I'm gonna risk 1K, and yeah. Okay, bullish SMT potentially from these lows down to these lows, and from these lows up to these lows. Maybe. So we're in like a really weird spot here. I'm just gonna be patient with this. SMT denied. Maybe one off these lows. That could be the move here. But if not, if there's not enough SMT off these lows, then I'm for sure targeting this 1 hour low. Like I'm really gonna be set on this low. For sure, for sure, for sure. But even if there is one, I think I still want to target this 1 hour low. Because we have all this imbalanced price range from CPI. So we could just run right through it. And there's no look. This is the closest liquidity we have to the upside, and it's 5 minute. And this is the closest we have to the downside, and it's a 1 hour. And they're like the same distance. So price would like to gravitate towards the 1 hour draw to the downside because it's the same distance and it's a 1 hour draw. See, Nasdaq's already making big, big moves. It's just the question: will we get an entry before it moves without us? Maybe if, yeah. Hmm. Okay, so we broke structure to the downside on both indexes. Now all we need is a retracement, but I mean, maybe we could wait for this gap to get formed. Waiting for this fair value gap, I think, is a better idea than for waiting for this equilibrium, in my opinion. Because it's like we could still make this bullish SMT. And if that happens, then maybe price on ES. I don't know. Just gonna say price on ES might like come and sweep out this high while Nasdaq doesn't. Then we get a 5 minute bearish SMT, which really dumps us to this low. But they're pretty same distant. If we deny this bullish SMT, and it's looking good for shorts, but we're gonna need an entry, and this fair value gap is gonna be our entry. Gonna take it on Nasdaq, but if we get back into this gap after this candle closes, then we're looking good. Just gotta hope it doesn't run without us. Okay, no possible SMTs are able to form until we get down to these lows. Literally until we get down to this hourly low. An SMT can't be formed, which is really bearish, which is good for us. It's good for us. So yeah, what I want is like this candle can close whatever. Ideally, it closes like this. It doesn't close too far down because we want price to come back up into this fair value gap. Not equilibrium anymore, just because fair value gap is closer. Then this one's on yes, smaller but still there. So yeah, we're gonna wanna go back up into this gap. Ideally, break structure on the 1 minute to the upside to get into this gap, and then break structure back to the downside on the 1 minute, and then we short down to this low, or wherever a 1.5 risk to reward is, because we're gonna risk 1K. So we're gonna put our stops above the second high on the 1 minute, and then risk 1K, and then whatever's a 1.5 risk reward, we take it and just hold. And the reason, like, we want to be bearish, like I said, is we have a 1 hour draw here, 5 minute highs up here, and we're like pretty much closer to this 1 hour draw now. And during London session, we got pretty much only moves up. London session starts at 3 a.m. Only moves up from there. Filled in this gap entirely, hit this equilibrium, this high time frame equilibrium, all that. All right, that candle closed, and we just need to get back into this fair value gap now. So cold in here. It's crazy. And if we break to the upside to get back into this gap, it's so beautiful. It's amazing. This could be a 1 minute bearish SMT as well. But I'm not trading it until we get back into this gap. And that's the thing, you have to be okay with this. It's like, if it takes off without you, then it's like, all right, your bias was right, and you followed your strategy. You stay disciplined to your strategy. You know what I mean? But if you just like shorted right now, it's like, okay, you didn't wait for all the steps to be completed. That's a gamble. You're just gambling. But yeah, today, like, look how strong we're going down. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we just keep going. But I mean, a retracement before we go lower would be amazing. Would be nice. A 1 minute bullish SMT potentially push us higher up into this gap, and then we just go down from there. Okay, bang, we're in this gap now. And we broke structure on the 1 minute to the upside, so now all we want is a 1 minute change in order flow to the downside, and we trade. Sorry, my voice is shaky. Like, it's cold in this house, guys. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's because it's in the morning. I didn't light the fire yet. I have to go light the fire. So I gotta trade first. If Top Step is down again, bro, I'm gonna lose my shit. Dead ass. Okay, 1 minute SMT. We could potentially take this. You know what? I'll take it just because I'm a fan of it. Wow, that's that. The reason this is like a negative risk reward is because this is all we need. All we need is this much to pass the evaluation. Obviously, if it was an XFA, I would go all the way down to here. But, and bang, account passed. It's that easy, guys. Trading is not hard. I'm telling you guys. If you put the time in, um, it gets it gets better. Trust me, guys. I know. I know from experience. Trust me. It gets better, guys. 100%. You just have to be able to assess correctly. Like when you're doing bad in trading and when you're doing good in trading, you have to be like, okay, let me take a step back here. And when you're doing good, you keep going. I've been personally been doing pretty good the last few weeks. So I don't feel the need to have to back test because I'm doing good. In my opinion, I some people don't like back testing, some people like back testing. Me personally, I do think back testing is a good tool. You can replay as much chart data as you want, and but only use it if you're doing bad. If you're doing like bad in the markets, you have to like reanalyze and you have to be like, okay, what am I doing wrong right now? Like, what am I doing here? Like, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, you have to assess the situation like that. It's like if you're doing bad in trading and you're having trouble with your strategy, then you just have to what was I gonna say? If you're having trouble with your strategy, then backtest. But if you're doing good in trading, there's no need to backtest. Just keep doing what you're doing in the live market. And if you ever encounter a problem again, go back to backtesting. It's always there. If you're a beginner, I think it's a good idea to backtest though, because you just need to get the reps in. Like you just have to watch the chart move when you're a beginner. You just have to watch how it moves and whatever. Like you might not think that's a lot, but like it helps, trust me. It does help. Look at this. We barely hit take profit on this one. And then we're just now we're stuck in consolidation. Oh my God. Yikes. Um, is it bad if I lose this? I don't think so. I think we're fine. I mean, we'll still have 1,000 left. Another eval down and then one more to go. That's pretty good, guys. Overall, yeah, my bias was, well, right now it's looks like it's wrong, but I still feel like price can run down to here. But I might just get stopped out before that happens, which sucks, but that's how it goes. I should have copy traded it. I sold. But I just didn't want to because one needed 1K and one needed 1.5. I just wanted to go for the pass on both of them, you know? Because I really, because this is like attainable, like, you know what I mean? If you take a look, we only needed to go down 0.5%, which is definitely an attainable goal for sure. But yeah, if we lose this, minus another 200, yeah, we still have another 1,000 to risk. So yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great. But yeah, I kind of wanted to do CPI this morning and do the buy stop and sell stop thing, that method. Um, but I just didn't because that's just, I thought I would rather just wait for this. But yeah, December price action, it's December 18 today, and you can tell that price action on December is starting to kick in a little bit here. Because since market opened, it's literally just a range. We didn't yeah, not amazing, but it's not the worst, but it's not amazing. Might as well go back to trading view. But yeah, so now we have two XFAs that rocks. That's awesome. And so two XFAs, and we lost 1K on this today. So I feel pretty good about that. I mean, this was a good setup, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of like surprised it didn't just go down. I'm surprised it went up. But that's just what happens. Like I've been on a pretty good streak the past like week and a half. Like last week, my biases were undefeated. Like I didn't win every day, but my biases of where market wanted to go was right every day of the week last week. But I also have been winning a lot recently. Well, not a lot. I feel like this is the normal amount I should be winning, but I mean when you're winning, um you have to I almost just closed my position by accident. When you're winning, losses are to be expected. That's just how it works. You have to expect losses, guys. And once you do lose, don't go on a revenge trading rampage and blow your accounts or lose more money. Or even if you make more money, it doesn't matter. Don't do it. Just stick with probability because this is already a risky game. And if you do it full time, this is a risky game. And if you trade full time, then it's like you have to stick to your probability or it's like you're gambling. Your full-time job is gambling basically if you don't stick to your strat. But yeah, I lost 900 on this, which is fine. It's just an eval, and we passed this eval, which is amazing, bro. Feels amazing, feels good. So all we have left is this evaluation. I'll be trading it tomorrow, or hold on a second. Manipulated to the downside, and now we're getting upside movement. All we would need would be a tap back into this fair value. Like I'm now it's setting up for longs. It's crazy work. I I really didn't see a world where we came down here and didn't go down to here. I did not see that. Would I be willing to do this right now? I mean, it's only 10 o'clock, and this candle closed bullish, and it's gonna inverse this gap, I think. Um, If we come back down here, gonna break out of this gap, maybe I would long, but this is just all consolidation. Like, look at this, guys. Like, market opens here, and we're back right back to here. Like, but it's been moving clean. Like, it hasn't been moving. Like, it's a clean move down, clean move up. So was this our manipulation? Because we didn't manipulate any liquidity off market open. We just manipulated during pre-market and like a London session. But this is our New York market open manipulation right here. Change in order flow by inverse fair value gap, and then ideally we come back into a gap and then get break structure out of it on the 1 minute, and then we long. Will that happen? I mean, I don't know. We can keep our eye out, but there's no gap on NASDAQ. And if it comes above these highs, yeah, this would be our take profits. We would take profits here. So if those get taken out, then the day is done. Past one eval, lost 900 on another. It's fine. So yeah, on the 1 hour we inverse the gap, which means just got the email from TopStep that I'm funded. Did I leak anything? No, it's just so we inverse this gap on the 1 hour, which means literally nothing because we have another gap on top of it. So if we really wanted to like change order, like I mean we're in an uptrend already on the 1 hour, but it's like if you have a gap here and then another gap right after that gap, then it's like if you want to inverse the gap, inversing the first gap means nothing. You have to inverse the last gap that's like stacked on top of it, you know? But yeah. I'm still really new to I'm new to trading, but well, I mean I started in January, so I'm almost like I started like mid to late January, so I'm like a month and a half away from being like a year into it, which is kind of crazy to think about, but um yeah, I'm a year in and I'm not gonna lie, I was at one point in my trading journey, believe it or not, I was max allocated. I had five 50K XFAs, and then October and November rolled around, nothing but losing, nothing but losing. And I'm not gonna like be shy to tell you guys, like my mentor is TJR. That's who I learned from. And yeah, we just had like I lost all five of those XFAs. And it's crazy because right when I got those XFAs, he started losing too. He had his worst month ever. He made it all back by trading FOMC. And even I traded FOMC and I made a bit, but I didn't make it all back, you know. And I eventually lost them. And that made me, that was like the thing. Like I lost five express funded accounts. I lost max allocation, max funding. And I was like, that I took a step back and I was like, what am I doing wrong here? So I just back tested and back tested. I back tested all of 2025 and half of 2024, and I did that in like 2 or 3 weekends. So it took me like or maybe like I would say like 10 days total it took me to back to that because I would do like 2 months a day, which was like long. Like I wrote it all down on paper, how I entered my risk to reward, when I entered, what I did wrong when I traded, what I should do next time, something that was unusual but made me take the trade, stuff like that. So I would be like, I'd be writing for a little bit. We could still long if we come into this gap on ES. I mean, ES made a newer gap and it's really close. It's literally right here. Why is my phone tweaking? The hell? It's better. It's like at this point though, I mean, we're just consolidating. But not really though. I mean, kind of, yeah, well. We didn't break out of this range. I mean, shit, man. I mean, if I lose this, like I'm gonna risk 1K. If I lose, then the eval's blown, but does that matter to me? Eh, I don't know. I want to see a change in order flow though. Like if we just like we didn't change order flow on this yet. On Nasdaq we did, but not on ES. All we have to do to break on ES is come underneath these lows. But who knows? If we don't break on ES, it's fine because I'll just wait for a break on to the upside on Nasdaq because Nasdaq broke to the downside and it's still in bearish order flow on the 1 minute. So it's like when Nasdaq breaks to the upside, then I'll long. But if ES breaks to the downside, um, that's great. But yeah, look at this chopping for like 10 minutes just in this tiny little range, and then chopping all in this range. I mean, not really though. This is just like V-shaped recovery. It's literally a V, bro. Nasdaq close with a doji. This black line is equilibrium on Nasdaq. And now for us to break to the downside, we have to come underneath this lower here. Okay, we're underneath it, but we need to close under it, so see what happens here. Okay, yes, did not break, but it did not break with this candle to the downside yet. Nasdaq hit equilibrium, uh, And this gap, no, there's no gap, but we hit equilibrium on NASDAQ. Yes, is about to hit the second gap all the way down here. So it's like if we inverse this 5 minute gap, it doesn't matter because if we wanted to change order flow on the 5 minute, we would have to inverse this gap as well. But look at this, it's like consolidating still, like this is disgusting. Well, now we're definitely in a downtrend on both. Hit the fair value gap. The fair value gap. Almost hit equilibrium. Hit equilibrium. But it's like, is it worth risking this eval? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, if we do break, I don't know. Like, it's just consolidating, like classic December price action, but I mean, it's dumping hard. Maybe to come down to here. I don't know. Maybe to support my first bias. This is like a psychological thing. Like, I really want to trade again, but and my strategy might give me opportunity to, but maybe not. And if it does give me opportunity, then will I? Probably not at this point after all these. Like, probably not. Definitely not. We didn't even come above these. We just stayed in this range, and now we're coming back down. I think this bias of me being bearish will be right today. But price just wanted to come all the way up here for some reason, just cause. Cause NQ is gonna, ES is gonna inverse the second gap, maybe. And if it does, then we're in bearish order flow, and then if we come up here and then break to the downside, then we short, like, and Nasdaq might get a full break of structure, dude. Come underneath this and close underneath it, then that's a full break of structure on Nasdaq, bro. Look at that, just straight down move. Imagine top ticking this, like imagine being this person that entered like here and put their stops here and put their take profit here. Imagine being this person. There's people like that, I've seen it, but it's not my type of trading. It's not how I trade. I really think that price will come down for here. Like I said multiple times before, even these legs down even happened. I said that. But I was right to think something bullish could happen here, but nothing happened. So now I'm back to bearish, and I mean, Why wouldn't I be like, dude, we have this 1 hour low and we're like literally closer to it than these 5 minute highs, and these are just 5 minute highs. Like, you know what I mean? What are we doing here? 10:15, like nasty, nasty work. First blue candle in like 8 minutes. First blue candle in like 6 minutes. But yeah, we inverse these gaps on ES, so change in order flow to the downside on ES. Nasdaq had no gaps to inverse, and is this a gap? Oh yeah, it is a gap. Shit. Okay, so we change order flow on both indexes. I don't know why I'm still looking at the charts. I mean, it's like low key. Like I would take a trade. Like it's just an eval. I already passed two. Whatever, but I mean, it's 10:15. It's getting late in the day to trade for me personally. And I don't think price will come all the way back up to here. Most likely not. Either it just keeps going or like it makes a fair value gap that's closer and then it comes into that one and goes down. But I might just call this one a day and live and keep this other eval to live to trade another day. I mean, I still feel good about price coming down to these lows, but it's 10:16. I mean, I technically still could take a trade, but based off what I've seen for the past 45 minutes, dude, price could do, price could like come back up to here and then go down. So, do I want to risk that? No. But do I think that'll happen? I don't think price will come back up here, but price says what it wants. And it is December. It sucks that I didn't copy trade the two, but because I really just wanted to have different things, but price moved down so much that I didn't like it moved down so much that I didn't like this one got a shittier fill. It got like filled lower because I mean price ran lower pretty quick. Um Maybe I should have copy traded and just took the 1K on both and then had another and then traded for 500 on this. But I didn't have that in my thoughts at that time, so learn something new every day trading. And I guess I can dumb that down to being kind of greedy, I guess. I mean, I wanted 1500 on that one, so my take profits were all the way at this 1 hour low. But, you know, um, another eval down though, so one more to go. I mean, we can't pass it tomorrow. It's impossible because of the consistency rule. We can only make 1500, but if we make 1K to 1500 tomorrow, that's a good day to close. That's a great way to close the week off. And we still have all of next week I think there might be a bank holiday next week on Thursday. I'm not sure. Monday, no news. Yeah, yeah. Thursday is a bank holiday, so we have 4 days next week and 1 day tomorrow. 4 days next week. So yeah, I mean, we have we have 5 days left. I mean, more than that, I think we have like 7. We have 6 or 7 left. So even if price comes into this gap and goes lower, I mean, do I want to risk it? Probably not, just because look at this price, it's disgusting. So I'm just gonna end it. I'm gonna stop myself from potentially losing this account and just live to trade another day, because now it's just on probability in this. But just know, guys, my bias is that price comes down to here, and if it goes down, good for me. Bias is right. If it doesn't, bias is wrong. That's just how it is sometimes, you know. But that's gonna wrap it up for me, guys. Made a solid whatever 1K past an eval, which is amazing, amazing, amazing work, amazing work. Um, and this one I lost on. In the end, I learned I learned that I should have copy traded these definitely. And I just would have should have took the 1K win on this and like traded to win 500 tomorrow or whenever a trade presented itself. But now we got to work our way back up. We got to make 2.5K, which sucks, but I have 2 XFAs already, so yeah, we'll see how this one goes. So yeah, um, if we lose this, um, then I don't think I'll get another eval. I'm just gonna trade the 2 XFAs, and I'm not trading them until January comes around, just because, like, look at this. I mean, do you want to trade this? I don't think so. But so yeah, I'm not trading XFAs until January. If we lose this, then I'm not trading the rest of the year. If we hopefully we can pass this and make this an XFA, that would be amazing. But if not, it's whatever. I have 2 XFAs that I'm gonna make some good money on to buy more XFAs. So with that being said, um, oops, and my phone is tweaking. With that being said, I'm gonna go, guys. Today was a good trading day. Happy that I passed that eval. So yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow on the charts. Hopefully you guys made some bread today. And yeah, have a good day, guys. See ya. I can't even